So I'm gonna start today the new chapter. I'm combined two chapters together because they are linked to each other. Chapter 15 and 16, equation of a line. Okay, it's page 177. You know some of those information from last year. I'm gonna review it quickly, and then we're gonna do the applications together. The first part in this chapter is form of a line. What is the equation of a line? I have y equal mx plus b, and all you know this equation. This equation, we call it slope-intercept form. We call it slope-intercept form. M is called the slope, and this one we call it y-intercept. You can sometimes see the equation this form, ux plus vy plus w, or ax plus by plus c equal to 0. We call it standard form. Yani, what does mean standard form? Yani, I can have, for example, if I have the equation y equal, let's say 3x plus 1, if I take all to one part, if I take y to this side, I will have 3x plus, let's say minus y first, minus y plus 1 equal to 0. This one is called standard form. That's it. And I will put everything on one side, and this one we call it the standard form. Okay, but we just it's a way to write it. Yani. Just you need to know the name of it. Now, second part. How can I check if a point belongs to a line? A point you need to write all of them this sentence. A point belongs to a line if its coordinates verify the equation of a line. What does it mean? Let's say I want to verify that A24, okay, belongs to the line 3x plus 1. So the question is, does A24 belongs to the line y equal 3x plus 1? First, you need to know what do we call the 2. 2 is called the abscissa. The abscissa of the point A, yani x. 4 is the ordinate, yani y. And together, when I say x and y, we say the coordinates. So when I talk about x and y together, we call them coordinates. X is called abscissa, y is called ordinate. Now I just replace x by 2, and I want to check if I will get y4. I should get y4. If I didn't get y4, it means A doesn't belong. Or you can replace both, and if you reach a wrong answer, so it doesn't belong. So if I replace x by 2 here in the equation, I will have 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. I got y7. Is it the same y of A? It's not. So what does it mean? A doesn't belong to D. This notation, it means doesn't belong. Or if you replace both x and y, you're going to have a wrong answer. Yani, if I have 4 is equal 3 times 2, 6 plus 1. 4 is equal to 7. Is it right or wrong? It's wrong. What does it mean? It means A doesn't belong to the line. So to verify that point belongs to a line, I need to replace the coordinates of A in the equation of a line. I need to replace x and y by its value. And then I will have, if I get the right answer, it means it belongs. If I get the wrong answer, it doesn't belong. Or I can replace x and find y. If I got the same y, it means belongs. If I didn't get the same y, it means doesn't belong. Now, how do we draw a line? It's easy. How do we draw it? I need to take points. How are we going to take points? You can pick any x and replace it to find y. Yani, if I replace x by 0, I will have y is equal 2 times 0, 0 plus 1. Yani, y is 1. So for x, 0, y is 1. This is my first point. I can replace, for example, for x1, but I will have y. Y is equal 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So this is my second point. So I plot the point 0, 1, x 0, y 1. So this is my first point. X 0, y 1. This is x 0, y 1. So it's here. So this is 0, 1. Akid on your copybook, it's better than here because on the copybook, you have the square. x1, y3, this is my second point. And then you join the point and you're going to have the line. And it's all the time when you draw the line, it's better to write its equation next to it. Yani y equal, I write 2x plus 1. Let's move. It's an easy chapter. You'll like it, guys. You'll like it. Particular lines. This is very important. I will erase here. I have two particular lines. Sometimes in a line you see just x equal. I will erase this and I will draw it together. And sometimes I can see y. So the two particular lines are horizontal and vertical. What does it mean, horizontal? What does it mean, vertical line? So let's first put the axis. All the time name it. So I say x prime O x, y prime or y, and then I want to draw the line. Horizontal line يعني y equal to a number. Vertical x equal to a number. How do we draw those? Let's say I want to draw x equal to 1. Okay, what is the point x1 here? This is 1. Another point x1, and all those points here that have x1, so it's a vertical line. We call it, it's a vertical line. This is the line, what do you call it? X equal to 1. X equal to 1. This is my vertical line, x equal to 1. So a vertical line is x equal. If I tell you, for example, draw x equal minus 3. Okay, what is x? هيدا x. Minus 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All the points on this line, if I take points here, any point here that has x equal minus 3. So this is a line, x equal minus 3, and we call this line a vertical line. Now, a horizontal line, y equal. Let's say the horizontal line. If I want to draw, for example, y equal to 4. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is y4. And if you take the point here, y4, all those points, they have the same y4, so it's a horizontal line. So y equal to a number, we call it horizontal line. X equal to a number called vertical line. What is written here? Slope equal to 0. Slope is undefined. Slope, it means the steepness of a line. Okay? My steepness, if you are walking on the highway, هيدي highway, miss. Is it hard or easy? It's very easy to walk on the highway. There is no steepness. Okay? When I start the line to have more steepness, I can make it can rise until it reach, for example, like this. Like this, now I have a vertical line. The steepness is very high. Can I walk on the wall? No. So my steepness is huge. يعني the slope is undefined. I cannot precise my slope. So that's why when I have a vertical line, I say the slope is undefined. Steepness is huge. I cannot walk on the wall easily. But horizontal line, y equal, the highway is very easy to walk on it. So the slope is equal to 0. That's it. How do we find the slope of a line passing through 2 points? So if I have the points a to 4 and b minus 1, 3, all you know this formula. To find the slope, the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 3 minus 4 over minus 1 minus 2. So it will be minus 1 over minus 3. My slope is 1 over 3. And now my equation is y equal 1 over 3x plus b. How do we find b? We're going to do it together later. I just now care about how to find the slope of a line passing through 2 points. So to find the slope of a line passing through 2 points, I need to use the formula y2 minus 1 over x2 minus x1. Distance between 2 points. If I have 2 points, I'm sorry guys for the crying. Distance between 2 points. If I have 2 points, 3 minus 1 and minus 2, 4, the distance between the 2 points, you know it from the first chapter that we did this year. It's x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So I can replace minus 2 minus 3 squared plus 4 minus minus 1, 4 plus 1 squared. So I'll have 25 plus 25. So radical 50. So 5 radical 2. Because 50 is 25 times 2. So it's radical 25, يعني 5 radical 2. Now, part 6, position of 2 lines. I can have parallel lines and I can have perpendicular lines. Also, you know it from last year. Parallel lines, يعني they have the same slope, but they cannot have the same b. If they have the same b, it's through the same line. So if I compare those 2 lines, y is equal to x plus 4, y equal to x plus 7. The slope is 2. Here, the slope is 2. They have the same slope, so I can say they are parallel. Those shouldn't be equal. If I have the same number, so it's the same line, it's overlapping. Perpendicular, you were saying last year, negative reciprocal. So they are opposite with the sign, يعني هون 2 minus, and they are reciprocal when I flip them. But I prefer all the time to say m1 times m2 is equal to minus 1. So if I have the 2 lines here, 2 and minus half the slopes, 2 times minus half, if you multiply 2 times minus half, it gives me minus 1, so they are perpendicular. Or you can say that the slopes are negative reciprocal. So I look at the sign that are opposite, and what is the inverse of 2 over 1? It's half. So 2 over 1 minus half. But I prefer to use the formula. Overlapping lines, it means they have the same slope and they have b, the same b. And if you look at those 2 lines here, if I want to compare them, I want to fix the second line, 2y equal 4x plus, I can divide it by 2. I will have, look, the slope is 2, the b is 4. So here, if I draw the line, they will overlap each other. They are over each other. How do you find the intersection of two lines? This is easy also. To find where the two lines they meet, remember this from last year, I need to solve the system. And I have y equal x plus 2, y equal to x minus 1. I solve y equal to y, I replace. Okay, I have y, I replaced in the second line. And if you didn't get it again, I repeat it again later, don't worry. I will find x plus 2 is equal to x minus 1. X minus 2x is equal minus 1 minus 2. I will have minus x equal to minus 3 and x equal to 3. And then I'm going to replace x here or here. If I replace x here by 3, I will have y equal to 5. Even if I replace this here, I will have x equal to 5. It means those two lines, if I would draw it, I'm going to find that they will meet at the point 3 and 5. Sometimes I will solve it. I will have a solution. It means they meet. Sometimes I will not have a solution. For example, here, if I want to solve it, I will replace. I will have 4x plus 7 equal to 4x minus 1. Yani 0 equal to minus 8. This is impossible. It means the line they don't meet. What does it mean they don't meet? Yani the line are parallel. And if I solve and I get something right, for example, 0 equals 0, it means here the lines are overlapping. If I replace here y by 2x plus 4 and I solve, I will have 0 equal to 0. It means all the real numbers are, so what does it mean? If I draw those two lines, they will overlap. They are overlapping. Yani I can find the position of two lines out by when comparing the slopes when I solve. If I solve the system, if I replace and substitute, if I got a number x and y, it means they meet, as I did before. So I'm doing here by substitution. I have y equal x plus 2. I will replace it in the second one, y by x plus 2. I'm substitution. I will get x, then I will replace x in the first or in the second to find y when they meet. I have another system here. This is another system. If I replace y by 4x plus 7, because I'm substituting, you know this from last year also, I will have 0 equal minus 8. This is impossible. It means the lines, they don't meet. What does it mean they don't meet? So the lines are parallel, and here I wrote no intersection. And if I solve and I got, for example, 0 equals 0, 4 equal 4, 5 equal 5, it means all real numbers are solutions. Yeah, the lines are overlapping. Now for part 8, we're gonna do it together.